Has anybody ever left their body, whether through medical treatment in any way, whether it's crying? Have you ever cried before and felt your body um, like little bubbles in your body? Like your skin rises, the hair rises on your hand. I listen to the Shivananda music, and when I can stop everything else from going into my mind, I feel like I'm floating within. What is my channel about? Why am I here? Why have I done 10,000 videos? Some are good, some are bad. Why am I so unprofessional since I'm into my almost 13th year next week? April 17th, I believe, or the beginning of April is my 13th year. 13 full years. 2011 to 2012 to 2013 to 2014 to 2015, 16, 17, 18 to 2019, 2020, 2021 done, 2022 done, 2023 done. So I started, okay, at 2011 and I'm ending at 2023. But what I haven't said is that in order to get my first year done, I had to be in 2011. And it's only till after the day is complete, has everything been done, and at what hour did I start. So every movement, every vibration, that everything that has happened from that moment, that is my incision into the aether. Now, why do I say this? Because everything is important. Somewhere down the line, there is something that fits. There's a missing piece to a part, a thought, something that has been lost with every single individual in their realm, because every single individual that I've seen, that has seen someone I have seen prior to seeing them, is a vibration that emanates from them onto me for possibly and most likely the next words they will speak. Communication, angle of transmission. Cat and dog. How are you doing, kitty? You're so warm. You're so warm. Oh, 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 oh. She does her own nails. So in this video, best. The reason I'm doing this, it all has to do with the three letters that come together, either EST or EAST. This is in French. This is in English, to go east and to go east. But to know that in English, that when you're in French, you are going east, but you are going west. So it's telling me, it's almost like the two languages, instead of going like this, look, do you follow what I'm doing? They're not doing this. They're doing, this one is going clockwise, and this one is going counterclockwise. Now, when you do that, let me see if I can find two circles. I'm gonna cut up two circles. We're gonna cut two circles. So I'm gonna cut, by cutting two circles, right? I'm just gonna do something really, just to show you one little thing with this, as I'm cutting two circles. You know, that's a little too much, I cut off. So the circle, right, each one of these is an asterisk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when I cut the circles, in order to create a C, what happened? How did I end up creating my C? Why is there a separation? It's because the size of my circles, okay, is the way I can understand it. You see, I can create a C in one area. Can I create an O in one area? Yes, I could. So this is 3 of 4, and this is 4 of 4. So this is space CD. You can call it disk space. You can call it DC space as disconnect. You can say it's the house planet. 68 of 88, the word house and planet. The word purple and window. to how you have ABC equals to 660, and you have D equals to 40. The total is 10 or 100. So you have window 10, 100, which is window C or XX, like moonshine. We have window, we have purple, we have Pegasus. We now have NGC 7286, Pegasus is 88, which in numbers, it tells us about a gateway to the half-life. Zion, Israel, and 0 are all this. When you multiply and add it, it will create what is that 34 you're looking for. The 6 and 4 equals to that, and then it equals to that. 24, let me not do it that way. Let me look at it this way. 1 and 6, and then we're going to go 0 and 1, equaling to 1, equaling to 7. That is your Q gate. 1771. That is the Q gate. 17 and 17, 88. If 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. Your Q quarter gate is Earth and Mars. Earth is number 52, 5, 6, 7, 7. Mars is number 51. 33 by 47 equals to 1551, which is now the 111 pass, and also noted as the 181 pass. 5 and 5 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. 5 times 5 is 25, 2 and 5 is 7, plus 1 is 8, 181. If you look at the cube, and then you go ahead and grab Rubik's Cube, you have 9 with 1 in the center. Now you have 8 and 1, 9. Or you have 4 and 5, 9. But in this reality, we have 1 and 8 and 6 and 3. 38, which is 401 away from the 7th gate. 14, DNA, communication, 10, 4. 52 is Earth. 26 and 13 leading us up to the numeric value of 104. It's not 14, 104. Communication. So we now have this 88. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. We have 1, 5, 1 like I marked over here. This can also be looked at as a Roman numeral. And the Roman numeral. It can be standing for 4, 5, and 6. If you multiply it, it's 120. If you add it, it's 15. It says 135. M and E, Mars, Earth, matter, energy. Also 1A, 3C, 5E, ace, equals to a total of 15 and 8 equaling to 23 plus 1. I'm adding the 1 separate. In fact, all of these have an ace inside of it. The center one, all 3 of them have the ace. So when you're looking at 135, it's 2, 4, 6 that you're not looking at. This is the 8 around 1. It's an automatic. It's a full space. You see that? 1 to the empty space. But 1 will come inside of this, and this will become your HI. This will be your 68 and 69 coming together. This will be your HI. It's the only one when I turn it this way and I turn it this way. So you're never, ever more than 7 of 9. And this is the side. So when you see 7 and 9, it's right over here. Understanding how these work, how you can perceive these. But it has to be discussed for the logic and the rationale. And in this, you can see inside there's nothing. Inside there's nothing. Inside there's nothing. Inside there's nothing until you come over here, there's 2. So of this 5 sides, there's 5 times 4 equals 20 void, okay, to what is 1 times 2 equals to a void, and that's your 22 void. And if I'm going to try and think if I get this properly, there are 2, 4, 6, there are 8 sections of properties in Monopoly, right? You will have the Baltic and the Vermont, you will get 5. and then you're going to get the purple and the red that'll come together, you know, like I think it's St. Charles Place, and then you'll have 6 properties. And then you're going to have, this is 8 total. You're going to have six areas. Then you're going to have 5 with the Boardwalk and then the Pacific. And you're going to have, I think, yellow, the yellows and the oranges come together, and you're going to have 6. So you're going to have 12 and 10. You're going to have 22 properties. And then over here, you're only going to have .2. So you're going to have a total of 24, in which 22 are dotted. If you follow these dots, there's nothing over here. It's the only 2. Every other one has 4 missing. So you have 22 and 24. If you wanted to cut it in half, you have 11 times 2 and 12 times 2, or 2 and 3. But it's really not 2/3. You see, it's 11 twelfths, but it adds up to what looks like 2/3. It's really weird to look at it that way, no? Or 3/2, and the payout in blackjack is 3-2. So we're looking at all these now. Every time you see this, it's 44, and when you see this one, it's 45. Standing for area space, this says the word Fox, and I always say Fox Pass, right? I always say Fox Pass. 4 is connected to 5 is the Fed, right? This is FED, by the way, in letters like Fed, Federal, Federation, Def, Defiant, Defeat. So we have all these numbers here. We spoke about the year this came into it. It's like my bar mitzvah year, right? This is 13 years done. So this is basically my bar mitzvah year. The bar and the bat lady. But it's the bar man. So it's the barman and the bat lady. So it's 28 and 21, 18, 19, and 221. The bat, I can also say this, this is located on number 2, the house of bait. I also like to look at B as 13, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go 21, 23. We're going to go 23 and 66 equaling to 89. We're going to also do lady, which is 13, 17, 27, 37, 42, 25, 29, 30, 42, and 23. Okay, so in one of them, it tells me it's bringing the birth into the heavens. In this one, it's telling me it's bringing in creation to the 7th gate. It's bringing in white, maybe a white widow. It shows me 6 and 5. It shows me 3 and 5 over here. So I'm just trying to see what the difference is. Over here, it shows me 49, which is green. It's also the word 8 inside 49. This one is telling me about Mars. It's telling me about birth. It's telling me about the blue worlds. And when you have 9, that can also be reverted to 0. 0 can be reverted to 6. The O in the alphabet is the 15th letter. Not only is it the 15th letter, the reverse of it is L equals the 12. And right away you have 6 and 3. And what is 36? Well, the mathematics will equal to 18 and 9, which is now R and I. They inverted to each other. This will also give me 5 and 2, which is telling me about Earth. 7 and 9. Where do I get this from? 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 5, 5. 1 plus 5, 6. 1 plus 2, 3. So now this is coming down to here. This is coming down to here. Is telling me about a gateway. O is the gateway to Mars. It's one wing, L. Mars to the female world. This is from roulette. See the way it sort of seems like it's going that way, and this one seems like it's going that way. It's going, do I do it that way to see it? See the way it's going off? I don't think have we done the Star of David yet? Anyways, we're going to keep it short like that, just to say that EST equals to 44, standing for teen area space. That means it begins at 13. The word teen equals to 44. It also means the division between night and day. So if you're encompassing an area space, right? Like I was explaining to somebody or trying to explain that, let's say this is Earth, right? And this is Mars. And it's moving all around Earth. Mars is 4, Earth is 9. 4 and 9, the ring and the baby, 4th finger and the 9th finger. It's also the 7th finger. It's also from the toes, right? It's also 17Q. Q, birth on Mars. So this is Mars. And we can do it this way. It's all moving. Unless it's big Earth moving on a huge Mars of 16 areas. Mars might actually be 16 and Earth would be 9. You see, we can play with these things to better understand it. You just can't say, okay, that's it because it works. No, we have to go on multiple levels. Just like we have multiple squares. In these squares, there's obligations. Just to note that, let's see if I want to do this. Here's 4 areas. It's not the same as 9 areas. See the way I add on this wing or this V? Now it's 9, but first it was 4. Here it's Mars. Here it's Earth. You see this mat I have on the table? This is fixed, the motherboard. This moves around the surface. Underneath here is an electrical board. And as it moves, the electricity moves with it. We're not connected. If we were, I don't believe, and I could believe that we're connected directly, but we have interference on the ground level. Something like that. But anyways, just to open up the minds, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, pieces and parts. 26 cubes, 54 colors, 12 times 2, 12 times 2, 8 by 3, 6 by 1. The controller, Y is 3. Why? Because it controls 3 and 3, 6. Thank you for watching this video.